Well, hello there. Good to see you all again. So, last night, as soon as I ended stream, I immediately fell asleep. I wanted to grab something to eat, but I guess I was just way too tired. Apparently, I forgot to do something. I guess when I did the Roaming the Mystery for the Mine Enemy,
Starfleet intelligence has
I never
decoded the
got
list of
the
alien targets that you
Horta
recovered from
hatchling.
the vault.
I
I
forgot to
need
choose
you
one
to
thing only, I
investigate
guess.
one of these
I
locations
never grabbed
and
it.
determine why
I also
Obasek
need
and
this
his
thing as well.
forces planned.
So maybe when I'm offline next time, I'll just go ahead and do that on my own. There's also a sale going on right now from the 6th to the 10th. Thing is, half of it I already have, and half of it I don't really need. I do kind of want to grab this, kind of, since it's the last uniform that's in the store for me. I also want to get like some combat pads in a way. Is that even combat? Yeah, it is combat pad. Just kind of want to get that too. I am a discovery captain. Do I have anything in promotions? Nah, just the TNG anniversary giveaway. Blech. I guess the Telltale Atheist is still streaming. Okay, how does everything look here? Looks okay. Alright. Let's continue, shall we? I do kind of want to get the FX volume up just a little bit, I think. Oh, that's not audio at all. Okay. Hopefully that's alright. Commander, I'm not reading any active vessels on scanners. There is, however, a debris field nearby. It's clustered around a satellite in orbit of the planet, and the composition of the debris corresponds with ships that have gone missing in this region. I'll keep scanning, sir, but we'll need to take a closer look before I can determine if there are Thalaron weapons on one of the hulks. So let's have a look, shall we? Several Starfleet ships here. And there's one like right over there I never noticed.
Scanning in progress.
Commander, I'm not detecting the vessel that Obasek sent us to find. But all the ships in this debris field show signs of being affected by the same thing. A high-frequency energy beam that overloaded all their systems. If the Rieman's ship was hit by that beam, it might have crashed into the planet's surface or gone adrift somewhere else in the system. I'm detecting an energy I'm detecting energy readings from the satellite, sir. If the Riemann crew detected them as well, they could have tried to use it to record a distress signal. We need to be closer before I can attempt an uplink with the satellite's communications array.
Warning.
Ah!
Is under attack.
Power down engines. Quick, follow reverse. Scan the satellite. Commander, we're stuck! This beam is holding us like a fly in a spider's web. We've managed to keep life support and environmental systems active, but almost everything is offline. Shields, weapons, engines, nothing works. I'm not detecting any life signs on the satellite, sir, but there is a compartment with life support. The systems operating the beam must be automated. The chief says we have enough power in the backups for one transport. I recommend we send a team over to that satellite and find a way to turn the beam off. Let's get to that satellite. Captain, the consoles here appear to control the beam that is draining power from the Lady Elizabeth. But there is a security lock preventing access. We need to find a usable console. This console doesn't appear to be locked like the others. Whoever did this must not have thought that this console used for inventory control was important. I think I can access a back door into the rest of the satellite's programs from here. I see the problem. The Romulan consoles are causing a lockout by forcing the satellite's primary processors to run through a series of equations and removing key bits of information from the answers, which causes the processors to lock up. If we can solve these equations and input the correct information directly into the consoles, the security lock on the satellite's controls should be released. I've downloaded the corrupted equations onto this console for you to work on. To the left. Oh, whoops. To the left. To the left. To the right. To the left. To the right. To the right. Cycle to the next. To the left. And to the left. And to the left. And to the right. And to the right. And to the left. And to the left again. But then we go to the right. The right once more. The wrong. The right once more. Cycle. Dang it. Cycle to the left. Cycle to the left. Cycle to the left. And now we cycle to the right. Cycle to the right. And then we're done. Captain, we've solved the equations that were causing issues in the other consoles. Now we need to plug these correct values into the console controlling the security lock, and then we should be able to access all of the satellite's major operations. Of course, let's do that. I have been promoted in Universal. I've been promoted again. Captain, this console controls the satellite's targeting functions. I'm not sure if there's a way to disable whatever it is that is disabling systems on our ship, but if we can get this satellite to target something else, we may have a chance of prying our ship free. Access long-range sensors. Objects detected. USS Elizabeth. Lady Elizabeth. Dead. Currently targeted. Whoops. Ah, yes, the derelict hulk. The vessel is disabled. I'll make it active. Target the derelict hulk as priority target. Commander, the satellite has ensnared a piece of debris near the ship. Its stranglehold on us is weaker, but we're not out of the woods yet. Critical systems are stable, but we still don't have weapons or long-range communications. This console looks like it controls the satellite's power supply. Since we weren't able to free our ship by targeting something else, perhaps we can decrease the power to the satellite's weapon. Then the Lady Elizabeth might be able to break free. Put that to economical. And restart the factory default settings. Commander, we found that if the Lady Elizabeth does not attempt to move or fire at the satellite, that it will engage a low-power version of the beam affecting us. It's almost like an energy-saving mode. We can use that to our advantage. At least we won't have to worry about life support. We'll hold the ship stable and keep working on boosting power to critical systems while you try to disrupt the satellite's functions and free us. This console controls the satellite's general operations, Captain. We've managed to minimize the power output of the satellite. I think if we keep at it, we can switch the satellite's controls over to a sleep mode that will shut down everything but life support and power. Let's turn the satellite off. Captain, systems are coming back online, all over the ship. We have weapons, shields, even the replicators are working again. Transporters are standing by, sir. We can beam you back as soon as you're ready. Good, get me out of here. The fuck? Where am I? Oh, great. Now what?
If you fail to comply with commands,
Now we fight,
you will be
or we
punished.
die. Make sure you pick up a melee weapon. All of your gear is deactivated, and I won't protect you in there.
What are those weapons over there?
I've never seen those weapons used before by anyone in the arena. I think the mercenaries who act as the occasional guard thought that those weapons might actually be worth something, unlike the beat-up ones they let us use. My best guess is that they're looking to sell them at some point when their contract here is up for some extra money.
But until we find a way to get past these force fields, those weapons don't really concern us. Well, they concern me. We can use them. An Asukan Tegolar sword. Okay. Alright, I'll grab one of these. Badass.
Remember to equip your new weapon.
Alright. Don't rush me now. There. I have a sword.
Commencing test 1. Nopadan Desert Akari entering testing area.
So those aren't necessarily spiders. They're more like mites or something?
Enemy targets on sensors.
Can't remember. Get him!
Commencing test 2. Releasing warrigals now.
Vaporized him with the sword. Oh, cow, I did a jump and turn.
Proceeding to test 3.
Oh, yes, test 3. Come at me. Oh, God. Oh, God, he's on me. He's on me. Ah, I got poisoned. Ah.
Prisoner 1478, remain in the area for interrogation. Prisoner, return to holding area. Failure to comply will result in punishment.
I've been poisoned. Now what? I'll do sit-ups. There we go. Exercise the leg muscles.
What do you want?
Slavic? How did you get here after the escape from Installation 18?
I remember you as well. It seems your prison break, however well-intentioned, just ended up the same way. It's enough to make me think that I keep picking the wrong side. After escaping the installation, I joined up with a freighter. We were passing near the system when we were snared by a satellite and drifted into the planet's atmosphere. The ship crashed, and even though I activated an emergency transporter to beam several of us to the planet's surface, we were captured almost immediately by a group of soldiers. Since then, I've been stuck in this cage, watching my former crewmates fight and die in this arena. Now I'm the only one left alive. That is all I know.
You said you were transporting weapons? What happened to them?
We were transporting a shipment of Thaleron weapons. I know that your people will not use them. We do not want to, but our fight is getting desperate. We needed to do something, anything, that would shift the tide of war, even if that choice was horrific. I jettisoned our cargo as we were entering the atmosphere. The weapons were completely destroyed. I've seen what Thaleron weapons are capable of firsthand. I could not allow them to contaminate a world not involved in my people's fight.
Any idea who brought you here?
I don't know who was responsible for this place. The trainers and the guards all appear to be mercenaries, without any clue about what's going on. They're paid to keep us in cages and look the other way. The night I was brought in, I was interrogated. There were bright lights in my eyes and a synthetic voice asking me questions. Whoever it was took care to conceal his identity.
Any idea what they want with us?
I have no idea what they want with us, or why they make us fight. This all seems like some sort of giant game, but there is no one in the stands to be entertained.
Are there other prisoners being forced to fight?
I think there are others. I hear other fights. If there are other prisoners, I have never been able to contact them. We are kept separated and caged, unless we are fighting.
Is there any way out of here?
The trainers carry key cards. That's the only way I know to get through the defenses.
Do you think we can get one of those key cards?
Can I trust you?
No, not at all. Yes.
I can see that we think the same way, friend. A few years ago, I worked as a bodyguard for a Ferengi merchant. He had a talent for acquiring latinum. And during my time with him, I learned a few things. I was able to lift a key card from one of the trainers during my interrogation. If you help me, I think we can overpower the guards and escape through the main door in the arena.
Let's get out of here. I still have my tribble.
If you fail to comply with commands, you will be punished. Test Scenario 4 activated. A Hala released.
Where did they keep these things?
We need more help!
Targets on
I'll try to free the other prisoners. You fight the worms!
A 100 beasts. Come at me. I think you can turn up the music just a little.
Use the consoles on the sides of the arena to fight the Elder Worm!
Oh god, I need to get out of this thing. It's killing me.
Enemy target.
I said pick it up. There you go. Ow. Get over there. And now you die. Hello there, sir.
Just like last time. Use the remaining console on the side of the
tied
arena
up
to
to
fight the
the-
Elder Worm.
Is he tied up to the screen or something? Looks like there's like ropes attached to him and the console.
There's another set of consoles by the metal wall. Use them while the worm is distracted. Ugh, I've been hit. I can't continue, my friend. You'll need to protect me.
Right, and now I'm gonna have to open the last door. Oh god, I'm so slow. This referencing toxic acid is just oh god. Let me go faster. Let me go faster. Come on. Let's go. To the last consoles.
The worm destroyed the metal wall. Run! That's our way out. Romulan base? Here? What did they want with us? And what is that device?
Let's have a look at it, shall we? It appears as if whomever created this laboratory has rigged controls to an Iconian gateway. You might be able to pull some information off the logs. Accessing most recent communication. Our master's patience wears thin, Hakiv. The time grows short, and still you have not provided all of the species data that they require. Are you having trouble acquiring targets? I provided you with the necessary technology to modify the satellite and the Nopata system, but your little snare is slow. What we need is more test subjects. Perhaps a small colony would be enough. I will contact you again to work out the details. Transfer log. Biometric signature mismatched. Access denied. Gateway shut down in 10 seconds. Project Decimation. New subject, Commander Kestra Venitra. Captured from USS Lady Elizabeth. Initial analysis. Subject's threat level is high and risk of escape or intervention in testing is elevated. Notify Colonel Hakiv and escalate to level 6 trials. Access test parameters. Project goal. To develop a matrix of alpha quadrant species, we must determine which species can be pitted against one another for maximum devastating effect to each. Tests will not be limited to sentient species, as the Iconians have technology that will allow us to effectively introduce new flora and fauna to alien worlds. Access research observations. Honored Master, it will take some time to complete my report, but I have a new personal observations. Did I say new? I have a few personal observations for you that may prove useful. Please consider them when you make your plans. Humans and Klingons show the greatest proclivity toward fighting when there is no chance of victory. Breaking up Vulcan's emotional control will usually render him helpless. They have no ability to process the emotions that they so zealously suppress. Bajorans will fight to the death to defend homes or loved ones, but they may reject a fight that doesn't threaten what they hold dear. Betazoids will detect betrayal almost instantly, but their telepathic senses can be overwhelmed by extreme pain or violent thoughts. This can allow an infiltrator to escape their notice. A possible wedge to break the Klingon Empire may be the Gorn. More than 77% of Gorn captives chose to help another Gorn before assisting a Klingon, even if that choice resulted in the death of a Klingon. Erosion are formidable in single combat, but their fractured society reduces their threat level significantly. I have been unable to separate a Trill symbiote from the host for separate study. 2 attempts to implant a symbiote in a host from another species have failed. Both the symbiote and the host died within hours. Undine are quite interesting. I request more time to study the race in greater detail. Access records for prisoner 1478. Captured along with a small group of Riemann soldiers by Desert Patrol. Interrogation inconclusive. Recommend use of holographic conditioning. Single combat test subject was wounded on 4 occasions, but survived all tests. Recommendation: prisoner 1478 may be a suitable subject for team testing or alternative study. Forward data to Colonel Haki for evaluation. Personal log. They've contacted me again. My associates have 2 tasks for me now. First is the destruction of the Riemanns. I understand their anger. The Riemanns are attempting to rise above their station. They're mindless slaves, and they need to respect their betters. Taurus was able to control them. After Starfleet captured her, the surviving Riemanns developed delusions of self-worth. This troublemaker who calls himself Obasek. Who is he to tell them that they can be free? Does a beast of burden have the right to choose its own destiny? Wow, racists! If the problem were not so irksome, it would be almost comical. I will present Obasek's broken corpse to the Iconians in tribute. They will reward me richly for my loyalty. The second task will take more effort. The Iconians want data. They want the species of the Alpha Quadrant tested until they break. They want to know their weaknesses and how to exploit them. They want to see their strengths and know how to destroy them. I will admit that I take no little pleasure in this task. It will be quite entertaining to make some of those self-righteous humans turn on one another, or push one of those blustering braggarts from Kronos until he begs for death. Oh, and the Vulcans. I will make the Vulcans weep, and I will savor each tear. I know of an abandoned Colosseum in the Nopata system. You can find a way to lure test subjects. It will take time and effort, but I am confident I can do what the Iconians want. The ambient sound seems a little bit loud for me. Let's turn that down just. Actually, no. Yes, that's fine. It might be this. Hopefully that's fine. It doesn't really make the games feel weird. Alright, let's disable this. Now that we have real weapons, we can go. Hooray! Jump. There we go.
Watch out. There are Romulan Scorpion fighters overhead. They're looking for us. We need to move quickly and smartly to avoid detection. I recommend we head to the east. See that mountain in the distance? My ship crashed on the other side. It may have something we can use to signal your vessel. The search for us will only get more intense the longer we stay here. We need to get away from the arena as quickly as possible. There's a fighter heading straight for us. Quick, take cover in those dark rocks over there and wait for it to pass overhead. Stay still and wait for that fighter to pass overhead. If we are fortunate, they won't detect us. They didn't see us. Let's move on. I can't go on. My injuries from the arena are too painful. We need to find a place to rest for a moment.
Don't worry, I'm sure you can walk all the way over to here. Scotty. This plant has analgesic qualities. It won't be as strong as anything you have on the medbay on the Lady Elizabeth, but it would take the edge off Slamic's pain. Ah yes, this will alleviate his fever. Where's the other thing? There it is. And this will clear out any infection. I have to go all the way up there to get the bark. Alright, Slamek, here you go.
Thank you, my friend. I'm feeling better now. I think I can continue.
Ah, good to hear.
Now that we're in the canyon, we shouldn't have to worry about the fighters anymore. Just the local wildlife. Keep your eyes open.
You've got Celots. Celots. Go away. Ow, he bit me from long range. Bum, bum. Ba ba da ba da 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 ba da da da.
The weather isn't going to hold out for too much longer. We should look for a place to spend the night. I've noticed that there are things we can gather along the way to make our night more pleasant. The search patrols are moving on. We will not survive a night in this desert. We need to find shelter and safety. If we can scavenge provisions to create a camp, we'll have a better chance of reaching the wreckage of my ship alive.
What do we need?
We will need water if we are to survive. I've noticed gourds growing in this area. If we can hollow one out, it will give us a container to carry water. And there should be a few small springs near this mountain.
Ah, it is a spider. Space spiders. Boy, that really... When I was little and saw the Lost in Space movie, and they showed those silicone spiders, those things were horrifying. Hey, I got a gourd. No spiders this time. Hey, yeah, there's like water right there, it looks like. Hey, I can fill up the gourd here. Nice.
That should last us through the night. Let's get into this cave before the temperature drops anymore.
A toast to teammates.
temperature is dropping rapidly now. This cave should protect us from the elements. I've done some exploring. It looks like this cave continues when the sun rises side of the mountain. We could save time and energy by using the passage instead of trying to find a path over the mountain. Excellent. The passage saved us hours. This could be a good day. Let's find my ship.
Kinda wish they could fix that.
My ship isn't far from here. I think I can make out smoke from the wreckage on the horizon. There she is. She wasn't much to look at, but she was ours. And when we were flying through space, we were free. Perhaps she can help us one last time. We should check to see if the emergency beacon survived the crash. But in the likely event it didn't, we might be able to piece together some components to create a makeshift emergency beacon.
There's no way this vessel will ever fly again. The damage done by the fall through the planet's atmosphere is severe. The emergency distress beacon wasn't vaporized in the crash. It's probably buried under 30 meters of rock and sand, like the Singularity Drive and the cargo bays. You do, however, find a backup generator with a minuscule amount of energy left. If you had the right components, you think you could construct a makeshift subspace beacon to contact your ship. You won't be able to do anything more than transmit a few pulses to let your crew know where you are, but it should do the trick. It's a trap!
Did you think you could run? From me? There is no place where I cannot find you. My spies are everywhere. Prisoner 1478, take your place. You did your job admirably. It is good to know at least one Riemann understands who is the master and who is the slave. The loss of the listening post was a minor setback. Riemann's refuge in the Dara system has been destroyed. Dozens of subjects have been tested in my arena. When the Iconians return, they will find I have done all they have asked, and more. But you will not be there on that dreaded day. This tiresome game ends now. You could have been such a fascinating test subject, but this time, no. This time I think a more direct approach is best. Ready? Aim. No!
No!
I apologize for Slamic's action. I had no idea there was a traitor in our midst. If his actions caused harm to you or your crew, forgive me. That was not my intent. However, your trip to the Nopata system was not in vain. Now you see. Now you know. Hakiv is a pawn of a greater power. The demons of air and darkness are here. You should report to your superiors. Tell them what you have seen here. Open their eyes to the dangers that lurk in the shadows.
Congratulations. Intelligence has completed its analysis of the data you recovered in the Nopata system. There is a 67.47% chance that the Iconians are using the Tal Shiar as a way to influence the Romulan Star Empire, and that their persecution of the Remans is directly related to this. Command is considering lending assistance to Obasek and his forces, but before we come into direct conflict with the Romulans, we want to try a more discreet approach. The data indicates that Hakiv is operating out of the Brea system. Long-range sensor scans indicate that there may be a major Tal Shiar installation there. We want you to infiltrate this system, apprehend Hakiv, and destroy the Tal Shiar's base. Hakiv must not escape. He may be the only person who knows how extensive the Iconian influence in Romulan space is. I have new missions for you.
Hakiv had an Iconian gateway. Obasek was right.
Hakiv had a working Iconian gateway? Fascinating. We already knew that the Iconians survived the destruction of their home world. Now we know that they are active in Romulan space, and apparently using these gladiatorial combats as a way to test the species of the Alpha Quadrant. Starfleet Intelligence will analyze the data you recovered from Hakiv's command center. I must confer with Admiral Quinn and Starfleet Command. Conflict with the Romulans and the Iconians may be unavoidable. I have new missions for you.
Right, cutting the cord.
We have arrived in the Brea system. Preliminary scans show automated defenses and a handful of Romulan ships, most likely Tal Shiar vessels. If we're going to reach that planet and beam down safely, we'll have to breach the Romulan defenses. The weapons platforms are probably short range, but we must disable the satellites and any enemy ships in orbit, or any away team that we send to the planet will be in immediate danger. Tactically, it would be wise to draw off the ships and engage them separately from the fixed defenses. The Zedenia is prepared to assist you in the attack when you are ready.
Enemy vessel, you are in Romulan space. Leave immediately, or you will be destroyed.
We're not going anywhere.
Target shields have
There's loot over there. I've abandoned it. I've abandoned my loot. Now we get the transport.
Long-range sensors show that Tal Shiar reinforcements are closing on this location. We must be swift. The Tal Shiar base is mobilizing. We need to hurry if we're going to have any chance to find Hakiv and his Iconian connections. I'll meet you on the surface. We have a problem. The Tal Shiar are trying to jam transporters, and particle leakage from the strange technology here is affecting our targeting sensors. My scientists can't identify the type of particles yet, but several of my troops are reporting in from different locations. Transporters are being diverted. You're on your own for the moment. My scans show that the Tal Shiar have secured some areas of this base with force fields. You'll have to disable them, or find ways around them. Hakiv will be somewhere well defended, but we have him cornered now.
Sir? I'm having some trouble getting through all of the interference. Away team members are reporting in from all over. I'll try to keep in contact, sir, but we'll organize beached teams where possible. Once a team assembles, they may be able to use site-to-site transport to provide you with reinforcements. Man, this is the Imperial Park. We have intruders. Looks like the Tal Shiar are using force fields and construction supplies to choke off access points. They must have detected us in orbit, and they've put the base on emergency lockdown. Our orbital scans show that a lot of these buildings have catwalks and balconies. We may be able to use those to get over some of the walls and barricades. Some of our tactical teams made it to the surface with beached equipment. You may be able to get support from them. Romulan ships will be here soon, though, so we'll have to raise the Lady Elizabeth's shields and won't be able to use transporters. Good luck, Commander. I need support! lose anyone? Oh no, I did. Get up! Don't disappear. Alright, he's going to sickbay. That's the first charge, sir. I've downloaded virtual markers to your HUD that will show you where to go to place additional charges. Well, there. Sir, Romulans are amassing reserves in multiple locations around the base. The Lady Elizabeth is in synchronous orbit. We can provide fire support if you supply target coordinates. Death from above. Catwalk on the other side of this rotunda. Here's a holographic image that looks just like my ship. Right. Round double, our scans indicate the building houses a data facility. Support! No, my Rima friends! You monsters! Get up! I know I'm about to die. Boy, I'll get you back up. Couldn't save the other guy, but I can save you! Where is Hakiv? Hakiv's in the promenade outside of a building southwest of your location, but you're separated from him by one of those force fields. There's an access gate on the walkway, but you'll need to disable the force field if you create a... But you need to disable the force field. If you create a massive power draw at one of the other large facilities, it should temporarily disrupt the field. If you get back to the rooftops, it will give you a better vantage point. He shot himself. Come on. don't get stuck on the catwalk again. I'm done. I think our shield's kinda... Oh, he's gonna get stuck on the building. Oh dear. This used to be able to work where he could shoot him and he crashes. Now it seems to just be a bug. Well, he just doesn't do anything. But gets stuck. Cue the power drain. Sir Hakeev's in a reinforced section.
Enemy targets on center.
Sir Hakeev's in a reinforced section of the base. You'll need an access chip, or else the doors won't open. We're reading a forward observer team on the highest building in your area. If you can get the officer's access chip, that should get you into the heart of the base. The thing is still there. Kinda makes me say it now, though. I want him to crash. Come on. Wait, he's targeting the Remans? What? Let's favorize those guys. Hold on a minute. Why are you targeting the Remans? Oh, now he's targeting me. What are you doing? Why are you stuck? You are an embarrassment to all Scorpion fighters.
Flanking damage detected.
Officer down. Still there, I say. I really cannot do anything to this. Ah, that is so sad. You should be able to use the officer's ID chip to bypass the security lock on the access gate in front of the central plaza. Hakeev is directing defense operations from there. No, my friend, you killed them all. There you go. What are you doing up there, Sal? Is he like stuck on the building or something? On an invisible wall, maybe? I don't know. We have a problem up here, Commander. Over the past few minutes, the ship has started to suffer a series of cascading system failures. It's nothing serious yet, but it looks like we're being hit by an Iconian virus. We'll purge the computer memory and restore from archives, but that will take some time and we'll continue to have system problems until the work is complete. Even if it works, Hakif can simply send another virus our way. We'll need to find and destroy the Iconian transmitter before the Lady Elizabeth will be secure, sir.
None of this matters. We just need to open the gate, bring the Iconians here, and it will be over.
That was Taurus's plan, too. And you saw how that ended for her.
We finally have the opportunity. Victory is within our grasp.
You call this victory? It's over. This is done. You're done.
No! We can still finish. You're the cause of all of this! You don't even understand what you walked into. You're too late to stop it. A lowly being such as yourself cannot even recognize the true power the Iconians represent. And that any future will depend on a place in their regime. All you've done is arrive in time for the end of existence as you know it.
Oh, got it. Why is he walking into it?
I can call as many reinforcements as I need.
Not now. The ship has put an interference field around this plaza. It's over.
No, he's already dead.
You think you've stopped me? The Iconians already know. They know everything. They'll be here soon. And nothing you've done will make a difference. It's not over.
It's over for you.
Maybe we should have kept him alive for interrogation.
The road to Riemann independence will be long and bloody, but this is a significant step. While I do not seek your approval of my methods, the crossing of our paths has been fortuitous. It's a pity you cannot aid us further in our liberation. You have my respect, and the respect of my crew. If in the future we encounter one another again as allies, I would find this gratifying. I must return to the Zedinia. I recommend you finish what you came to do and leave quickly.
We've located the Iconian computer systems. They're in a research room near the courtyard, just back the way you came. Now that you have Hakim's pad and his access codes, you can get into these research areas. Sir, we have your coordinates, but we can't beam you up until the gate is destroyed. We're still getting strange interference. We are prepared to destroy the large Iconian gate with an orbital bombardment. We'll target the warhead yield, but you should get to an area away from the blast. That's an Iconian interface. Maybe you can use it to counteract the Iconian virus. Upload a worm. Worm uploaded.
Sela is here with her flagship. I'm trying to hold her off, but the Zedenia is no match for a ship of that class. You'd better return to your vessel quickly.
Enemies of the Romulan people, this insurrection will not stand. Your hostile actions against a Romulan colony world are acts of war. Surrender now, and you and your crews will be treated fairly as prisoners.
We have our work cut out for us. I will assist you. After all, we face a common foe.
Didn't realize the wall was behind me. Where'd you go, Sela? All the way over there. Come on.
This is your last chance to surrender. The full force of this dreadnought will be turned against any who persist in this foolish rebellion. Resist me, and you will face the full might of the Romulan Star Empire.
Sensors are reading a gate opening. There's a ship coming through. Can't get a sensor lock on it. They're taking the Leoval in tow. They're heading back through the gate.
Did Sela just escape, or was she kidnapped against her will? Regardless, this gate is deep in Romulan space. It's too risky to leave it in Tal Shiar control, even with Hakiv and the Empress gone. good position to hit all of them, or... Perfect. That was another Iconian gateway. That explains how they moved entire fleets. We have to get out of Romulan space and warn Starfleet Command. A Romulan threat may be over for now, but it looks like a bigger threat is coming. Oh, is looming. I thought that was a C, and that was like a weird eye right there on the horizon.
Starfleet will continue the search for Seela's vessel, but as of right now, we have no idea where the Iconians took her, or if she went willingly. I find this turn of events disturbing. Seela's absence will throw the Romulan Star Empire into even greater chaos. We have found that the Romulans are at their most dangerous when their backs are against the wall. Like wounded Salot cats, they will strike out at anyone in reach, and the Federation may bear the brunt of their fury. The return of the Iconians could change everything.
I'll take that.
I have new...
Congratulations, Captain.
Being hailed by Admiral Quinn. On screen. Thank you, Admiral. I'll return to Earth shortly.
The Federation has offered the Riemann Resistance humanitarian aid, and we are working with them to find diplomatic solutions to their disputes with the Romulans. Obasek has asked to speak with you. You can meet his ship in the Hakona system. And once again, please accept my congratulations on a job well done. I have new missions for you.
The Iconians' presence threatens the Federation.
I agree. The Iconians are a cause for concern. Their motives are still unknown to us, as are their plans for the Quadrant. What we do know is that they desire chaos. Many of the problems we currently face can be directly traced back to their machinations. If they had not antagonized the Undine, would we now be at war with the Klingon Empire? It may be that they want the powers of the Quadrant so fractured that we will not be able to unite against them. We cannot allow that to happen. I have new missions for you.
I fight for my people. We will be free.
Why have you returned to the vault?
Our base in the Dara system was heavily damaged by the Tal Shiar. We have reactivated the vault, and we will continue to rebuild it. A place that was once used to create weapons of war will now be a home, where all are welcome. We will be free.
What about the Romulan refugees who live in the vault?
I have no quarrel with them. My people fought for freedom and for peace. We can learn to live with the Romulans, if they will learn to live with us. We will be free.
Do you know what happened to Seela?
I do not. I know the Romulan military is searching for her, but there have been no indications of where the demons took her, or what their plans for her are. We will be free.
Do you think Seela was working with the Iconians?
My instincts tell me no, but I have no proof. Seela was at odds with the Tal Shiar. I do not think it would have been so if they served the same master. We will be free.
What are the Romulans doing now that Seela has disappeared?
The petty arguments and plays for power Seela crushed have begun anew. There are dozens who wish to rule the Empire. It will take some time before a new leader arises. Until then, much blood will be shed. We will be free.
One of your resistance fighters has asked to join my crew.
I wish him well. I never wanted to rule my people, and I put no restrictions on their freedom. If there are Remans who wish to rebuild their lives elsewhere, they are welcome to do so. We will be free.
What will you do now?
My people are free, but there is much more to do. The Romulans hate and fear us, and we do not have a planet to call our own. I do not think our fight is over. We will be free.
I don't have any more questions.
Farewell, my friend. I would welcome the chance to fight by your side again. We will.
Captain Obisek transported something for you to the Lady Elizabeth. He says that he wanted to give you something to remind you of old friends and new beginnings. I've taken the liberty of having the item moved to the crew lounge. You can see it there.
Commander Sarish Minna of Deep Space...
Oh no, Admiral. Oh dear. Why am I turning? Why am I turning? Concentration. I'm spinning now. I'm doing donuts in space. And of course for the soul system. Some ships. Wondering if I want to put mines on the back. No, let's get the harping torpedo. So I want to upgrade this. I said I wanted to upgrade it. Why can't I upgrade it? There we go. Okay. And now I need to upgrade this. Upgrade this. Upgrade this. Okay. Alright. Let's put these back on. Let's get these upgraded. I need to upgrade these. Alright. Weapon is upgraded. Now I can change my uniform.
Hello. You can...
Switch out the captain. Save. And save.
Now you're looking.
Okay, I need to stop there for now. There's something I need to go do real quick. Sorry that the stream was pretty short and I basically only done 2 missions. But I will be back in a little bit. I need to run into town and do a couple things. But I should be back in a bit this afternoon. So thank you for watching, and see you in a little bit.